Alright, hello. My name's Eric, and I've lived in Boise for about 6 years, and like probably many of you out there, I'm a web developer. I develop web-based applications. But unlike, most likely, I haven't ever competed for the same job as you because I telecommute for a company that's in Illinois, and work from home. And how do I communicate with my employees? Well, email. And all day long I'm emailing with them. I use things like the phone, and I get roped into conference calls and whatnot. But for the most part, email is my main form of communication. Email is fantastic. Anytime you send someone an email, most likely, you're pretty much guaranteed they're going to get it. And not only that, you have a written record of what was said that you can search and find later on. But despite the magicfulness and the amazingness and the awesomeness of email, I think most people learn to hate their email and managing the email that's in their inbox. Now, I'm not going to talk to you tonight about controlling the influx of email or how to reduce your incoming email. Instead, I'm going to focus on the people that we're emailing with and dealing with them. Wow, I am way behind. So we have a diverse crowd in here, the people we email with, is a diverse crowd, and unfortunately we don't always know what kind of gene pool that those people are going to come from. So I've come to the conclusion that you don't know how to email. And specifically speaking, the people that I work with and interact with on a regular basis. I dealt with a customer recently and I said, well, what email address are you putting in? And he started reading off to me and he's like, I didn't put the .com in there. Is that important? So there's people out there that don't even understand the importance of the .com in their email address, but yet they're still out there sending emails. So these are the type of people that we're dealing with. Not saying that these people don't have the horsepower upstairs to type a sequence onto their keyboard, which results in you getting an email in your inbox. They get the job done, but what types of emails are they sending? I think we all have heard time is equal to money, and I think we can all agree that email takes time, therefore email equals money. So it's just a matter of if we're being productive or if we're wasting our time. So I want you to meet Dan. Dan, when I first Twittered what my topic was on, I got a direct message from Dan saying, do you need a full body shot of me? Thankfully, I did not use a full body shot. But Dan's a good guy, but he has this problem. He says hey a lot. I have like a ton of emails from Dan where the subject line is just hey. And I have no idea what this email is. It could be telling me that our website isn't taking orders. It could be telling me that my vacation time was approved, or that he's going home early for the day, and if I need him to call him on his cell. You don't know. In this particular case, a project was due by that Friday, and I had to jump on it. I would have at least appreciated a subject line like, hey, urgent, or hey, right now. But no, I don't get that kind of stuff. So what I do is I have to combat Dan on a daily basis, and I add my own subject line to the end of his, so later on our replies can at least have some kind of like searchable thread, and I can organize the emails. And it goes beyond hey, it also goes into other things. It could be somewhat relevant to a project. We have a payment option on our website for PayPal, and anytime anything remotely related to PayPal, someone just emails me with PayPal in the subject title, and they all go the same. So I do the same thing. I combat that. I add my own subject line. And sometimes these subject lines are all over the place, like slight oversight. What the hell is that supposed to be? So I have to add my own thing. And then worse off, I'll get another email just a little bit later that's like still needs more tweaks, but it's about that same thing, but now my email's in 2 different threads, so it's all over the place. My boss, let's just call him Larry. Larry is a constant email hijacker. We'll have 2 or more email threads going, and in one thread, at the very last line, he'll add something that says, hey, regarding this, that's in another subject title, rather than going to that email thread and replying back. So he just hijacks our current email thread and goes on to something else. All right, so I'm way behind. I'm not going to do that. I'll just wait for... Okay. So, all my emails come in as plain text. It's the way Al Gore intended email to work. This email, look at it, it's about to disappear. I sent an email to a coworker and I corrected him on something that he wrongly diagnosed with our website. And the next day I get this email. It was a red garbage of a reply. And I don't know if you saw the scroll bar was huge, and he even admitted that he spent all day writing it. He said that was the first line. I spent all day writing this. And so, he wasted his time. He got angry. You can't let that do it. So, slides over. I have many gripes. You probably have many gripes about the people you work with in email. At the risk of sounding like an old cranky man, because I'm not, I'm only 30, I'll just say this, email has the power to drain your soul, but you can't let it. You gotta work. Okay, within your organization, you gotta try to improve the behavioral patterns banging away at a keyboard.
I was hoping to use some of those.